Okay, guys, well, with the Alien franchise fresh on everyone's minds and everyone's lips as we discuss the Alien Earth Season 1 wrap up and everything, gosh, I'm curious to know what you guys think. Let me know in the live chat. Let me know if you're watching after the fact down in the comments section. I was pretty lukewarm on Alien Earth. I thought it started out really well, first like two and a half episodes. And then it really lost its way and it kind of came back around at the end. But ultimately, a lot of questions and a lot of stuff just kind of left in the air. And, for 8 episodes, or what I think it was 8 episodes, is that right? Just not very much character development and a lot of kind of wish-washy storytelling that felt a little aimless to me and kind of re-solidified how I feel about TV in general. Of course, there are some, standout shows that do a really good job at storytelling, but I think for the most part, TV is terrible at storytelling. It just really turns me off as an audience member. So, now that we're kind of through that and Alien Earth was, as far as viewership goes, it was a resounding success, especially the first couple episodes. So we're probably going to see a season 2 of that. And we know that Alien is now with Disney. So, of course, there's going to be talks about bringing in some of the legacy performers and characters. And right here, we have a prime example with this Bloody Disgusting article from John Squires over there. The headline reads, "Where has Ellen Ripley gone? Sigourney Weaver has met with Disney about a potential alien return." Holy cow. Let's see what this article's got for us. There we go. We got a nice shot of Sigourney Weaver as Ripley. Love the shaggy hair. How about that? Love just the grit too. The gritty look of the Alien world is great. So let's see what this article's got for us. It kicks off with, "The Alien franchise is in good hands at the moment, going strong with both a sequel to Fede Alvarez's Alien Romulus in development. Alvarez won't be returning to direct, however, and Noah Hawley's series Alien Earth wrapping up its first season. While we wait to find out if the series will be renewed, franchise icon Sigourney Weaver is talking Alien again. Weaver has been open in recent years about her belief that there may not be anything left to tell with Ellen Ripley, while at the same time she's been open about the fact that she's never going to say never. It was back in August 2024 that Weaver revealed she would consider a return to the franchise, but it didn't seem too exciting an option for her at the time. Weaver told Deadline last year, quote, "I feel like Ripley's never far away from me, but on the other hand, I have yet to read a script that said, 'You have got to do this.' So for me, she is in this other dimension, safe from the alien for the time being. I don't really think about it, but it's not completely impossible," end quote. She goes on to say, "How much does the public really need or want another Ripley movie? I don't really sit around and think about it, but if it came up, I would consider it. It has come up a bunch of times, but I'm also busy doing other things. Ripley has earned her rest," end quote. Well, it seems the conversation did in fact come up sometime after that chat with Deadline, as Weaver just revealed at New York Comic-Con that she's met with Disney about a potential Alien franchise return. And this time, she's a lot more excited about that potential. Alien producer Walter Hill is a very good friend of mine, and he wrote 50 pages of where Ripley would be now. And they're quite extraordinary, Weaver told the crowd at NYCC, according to a report from Variety this afternoon. So what would Ellen Ripley be up to today in Walter Hill's mind? Weaver went on to offer up some clues at the event. Quote, "I don't know if it's going to happen, but I have had a meeting with Fox/Disney. I've never felt the need to reprise the role. I was always like, let her rest, let her recover. What Walter has written seems so true to me, as very much about the society that would incarcerate someone who has tried to help mankind, but she's a problem to them, so she's sort of tucked away. I think it's a very first strong 50 pages. And she adds, "I'm thinking about working with Walter to see what the rest of the story would be." So yeah, guys, you can stay tuned for more things, or for all things Alien, as Bloody Disgusting learns more. And of course, as they, lay out this news for us, I will continue to cover it here on the channel. And I think this could be good. Of course, if the story's right, and it's just got to be properly motivated, well written, all that kind of good stuff. I mean, that's the most important thing, right? And Walter Hill is, known for being pretty damn solid. So I would imagine he's got something pretty cool to offer. Now, I don't know if like Ripley's world would, you know, blend into Alien Earth. It seems like with the new Predator movie with the Badlands, you know, they are bringing in a Wayland Yutani, you know, android. So we could see a blending of Alien Earth to Predator. We could even see Ripley enter, you know, this whole new world that they're creating. So, you know, maybe they usher her in with like a solo story where she's going through this, you know, incarcerated for being just a bit too real. And then if that goes well, maybe they bring her into the bigger story that they're starting to tell here. I think Sigourney Weaver's an excellent actress. You know, I think Ripley's a strong character. So if the story were written well and, you know, it was handled by the right people, I think this could be something. I think this could be fun. You know, it's yet to be seen, but I always like seeing people return to the franchise that seem to understand the characters and all of that. So, you know, the whole legacy sequel or bringing in legacy characters, I quite like that. But I'm curious to know what you guys think. So let me know in the live chat your thoughts on bringing Ripley back into this whole huge world of Alien, and now Predator is mixed in as well. And if you're watching after the fact, jump on into the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share the channel with someone who you think would dig this kind of content, because we're covering horror news all the time here. So TV, movies, books, video games, comic books, whatever, as long as it piques our interest or tickles our fancy, we're going to cover it right here. So make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing.